What is going on, everybody? Joe here today with my first of many summer fragrances that I will be trying to cover and give you my unaverage thoughts on. First up today we have a re-release from the house of Nautica. It's called Oceans. Previously once was released in like the early 2000s, now has been brought back in this alcohol-free version. How does this stack up to the original? Stay tuned and find out. I'd say grab some snacks, but this is gonna be a real quick video, so they're not necessary. Let's get into it. This fragrance is a fragrance that kind of depicts what this background is kind of giving. It gives off a very salty vibe with this amberwood note that is in the fragrance, basically ambroxan-ish vibe. It gives it this sense of like some sort of pop of citrus when you first spray it, but then you realize there isn't really any citrus in there at all. So it's really just salt and amberwood. Gives it this very blue vibe. It's going to be everything that you're expecting in the blue vibe, except for a lot more environmentally conscious now, if you will. Not bad. It's definitely not bad, but it doesn't really perform that much. Show you really quick. It does leave a sheen since it is alcohol free. Not sure if you could pick it up, but this right here has been very shiny for about 2.5 to 3 hours now. And that's about the life of the fragrance. The fragrance itself lasts about 2.5 to 3 hours on me. Performs a little bit better when in the heat. I was getting about a good almost 5 hours, but the projection the entire time set right here. And it really was very linear throughout the time. It never really morphed or changed into too much. It really just left me smelling like I was on the beach for like 9 hours. And whereas something like Flagship had the aroma around you, you know, with that ocean mist, beach, ocean water hitting you in the face kind of vibe, this just kind of smells like wet, damp, you know, just that you've been in the beach the entire time. And you have that residue of everything on you. That's kind of just how this ends up smelling. And after a while, that just kind of gets boring. It's a very safe fragrance. I don't hate the fragrance. It's good for day to day, but it's not gonna woo anyone. If you want a Nautica fragrance that's going to, you know, maybe seduce somebody or say, wow, he smells good, check out Nautica Voyage for sure. Check out even the original Nautica Ocean, but that's about it. I wouldn't recommend anything else. I wouldn't really recommend anything from Nautica for seduction, but if you needed one, there you go. This fragrance could be worn by anybody who is man or woman. It is relatively unisex and doesn't matter the age. If you're old enough to wear fragrance, wear this. You can. And it's relatively affordable. Box and presentation. So as you see, this says Nautica Oceans right here, 50 ml. This has all the things that it's, you know, made from no alcohol and made from 90% plastic. Not the fragrance, but all the like box and everything else about it. Alcohol free there, you know, Nautica logo, blah, blah, blah. Bottle. The bottle, blue Nautica cap, very plastic, very whatever, but it has the Nautica sail right there. The sprayer. Okay, so let me say something about this sprayer after I spray it for you all. There you go. And I kind of held back just because I don't want to get the sheen on my mic. But this sprayer basically ended up using about this much juice after my first day. And those who know me know I'm an oversprayer. I believe in 10 spray Tuesdays, but this was a bit excessive considering I didn't even overspray it and I used about this much juice in the first day. Okay, So keep that in mind. It's a very good sprayer, but considering you end up having a sheen, you might want to just dial it back a little bit, and definitely try to avoid this on any of your good clothes because it will leave them very oily as well. Itself is blue, and it has OD toilet right there. It is an OD toilet even though it doesn't have the alcohol. Don't ask me how, I don't know how, but that's where we are with it. Nautica Ocean presentation. There are my unAVERAGE thoughts for Nautica Ocean. It's a good fragrance. I like it. You know, the fact that it's been released this year, if you could get this on a discounter or with your Walgreens, because it's in Walgreens right now, so if you could get this at the discounters for about 15 bucks, it's worth the buy. And if you could get this for Walgreens with your Walgreens rewards for much less, then you should do that. But otherwise, I mean, it's not one that you absolutely have to rush out for. It's not one that you have to go get. It's not one that you must get. But it is a good fragrance, good for the summer, nice casual everyday fragrance, and that's just where it is. If I had to rank them, I think I've already said it, but just in case I didn't, it would be Nautica Voyage, then the old Nautica Ocean, then this Nautica Ocean. What are your thoughts on Nautica Ocean? Have you tried anything from the House of Nautica? Which ones are your favorites from the House of Nautica? Let me know in the comments down below. Stay tuned for more of my summer videos. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subbing.